Hello, in this video we're going to show you how to better interact with the Ghana links database section. We will go through the variables, categories, subcategories, and visualization. So this is the first page, and as you see there is indicators description, category, subcategory, and source. And we'll also show you about the data analysis, what it does. So under categories, there is like 7-8 categories from which you can choose. Depending on what you choose, it will change the number of variables that will show. As you see, it will show you, we chose agriculture, and only agriculture related variables will show. You can narrow your search further by selecting the source. So let's say MOFA, for instance, I want to get variables from MOFA under the agriculture category section, and then everything that's reported from MOFA will show. Another option is that you just enter an indicator or a word that you're interested in, let's say gross margin. So then you just type a few words and all the variables that have gross margin will appear. As you see, there's 2 pages worth of gross margin data depending on the level of detail that they contain. I want to stop here and explain a bit why do we have so many gross margin variables. Versus the one is gross margin by commodity and in total by Ghana cities, and this is was reported from Agricultural Production Survey. However, we have also gross margin of USG beneficiaries, which is reported by IPs, and we also have gross margin reported by beneficiaries by commodity and district and so on. They differ from each other from the source that's providing the information, sometimes the unit of measurement, the level of detail, whether national, district, or regional data. And for all this reason, each of them is slightly different. The variable we chose has the district level data because it was provided by Agricultural Production Survey. So then I selected under geographical location the district level that gives me the names of the district. So the other levels that we should keep in mind in the selection is the frequency, so annual or monthly, and then the years will appear or months. Also the other factors, which is commodity, or it can be some other aggregated level depending on the variable you select. So specific selections, again, geographic location from national to district, and then you can select the district one by one. Other than that, in this case, you select the years. There is available data only for 2013 for this survey. And other than that, in this case, the factors are the commodities. So you can select them one by one or all. And after you're set with this selection, you click Get Data, and then you will get the data in the table. The table will appear. There is several pages of data in this case. So next thing I'm going to do, I'm going to visualize the map for maize in this case to see how the data, the gross margins by district appear to be for the district I select. So another interesting thing that you see on the map is the legend. It's a color-coded legend, so the areas with higher gross margin have the darkest green, and as the gross margin decreases, then so does the color in the map. From the mapping visualization, we move on to the graph visualization. You just have to click Visualize, and then the data will appear in a graph, the one for which we made a map. These are the districts and the colors, respective colors of the districts shown in this graph. Gross margin varies according to district. Another thing you can do to this graph is that you can change the colors under palette, which I'm just trying now, and another color appears. I'm trying just another color here. depending on what you would like to achieve in terms of design. And here is another color. Another thing that you can do is you can change the visualization selection. For instance, I will aggregate now by commodity, not by district anymore. And then this is how the graph changes. And it will show you gross margins by commodity. So the basic idea is that by changing the visual selections, you can change your graph according to what you want to achieve and what you want to analyze. Now, since this is a monitor and evaluation workshop, I want to focus a bit on how we analyze monitoring data. So the source would be IP implementing partners. And you can also narrow your search by entering under indicator description the indicator you're interested in. So let's say area under improved technology. So then you see that these 4 variables appear depending on the level of disaggregation of the data. I'm choosing areas under improved technology by gender. And then I go under select geographical selection, location, select geographical location. And the data is national, so I'll just click get data. Since the data is national, the map is not very interesting, so I will just click visualize to see how the data appears in a graph. So this is the graph, and it shows area under improved technology by project for the years 2011-2015 for male, female, joint, and disaggregation not available. However, I can choose to move out the aggregator so the data will appear just by implementing partner for the years 2011-2015. Graph will come just now. And it looks much better. And you can do that with every indicator. You can leave the aggregator out or disaggregator out. Another thing you can do is you can click progress against targets and the graph will change and it will show you the progress targets against actuals for this indicator. Now we'll look into how to conduct USA indicators analysis. You have to change the indicator path from data analysis into USA indicator analysis, and then the whole interface changes. You see that you have indicator description, you have USA category, goal, objective, and source. So the USA category, for instance, I'll just pick R, which is requested, and then if you want to see goal objectives, if you enter goal, it will show you only the goal objectives for the future, which are poverty and children underweight for Ghana. And if you enter objective, it will give you only the objective indicators. The same applies if you go to objective and enter the IR or the sub IR that you're interested in. So for now, I'll select poverty as a variable. Since we have district data, the data is from PBS. I'll go ahead and select district. The data is available only for 2015, so then I will get the data. Geographical location, I selected region, so I want to get regional poverty levels, and that's the graph that shows the regional poverty. In there. And now I also want to visualize it in a map. So I go create map. So then poverty levels by region will appear in the map. together with the. This was a short demonstration on how to interact with the Ganalinks database. For questions, comments, suggestions, we stay available throughout the workshop. I would strongly encourage you to go to the database and try out yourself to yield much better results than this video. Thank you very much.